Good evening, friends. I'm going to light a candle. And then it's time to feed Ginger Lynn for dinner. She's running around asking for dinner. My granddaughter just left. Baby, where's my dinner? Where's my dinner? Where's your dinner, baby? Where's your dinner? Here's some spinach. Here's some spinach for you. Some lettuce. We've got some cucumber from the store and one of the last cucumbers from my flower pot garden. Some celery, some baby tomatoes, some broccoli stems, some peppers, carrots, and cauliflower stems. Hey, baby. There you go. Oh, she's right under my feet. Whoa, baby. And some romaine lettuce. All right. I'm really happy she's eating. She wasn't eating very much for a few days, and I don't know if it was because I was sitting in the bedroom a lot at my desk in there. Maybe she was lonely. Maybe she wasn't feeling well. But I've come back out to sit in the living room more often after that because I don't want her to be lonely. Hey, BB? Yeah, I don't want you to be lonely. You're my bestest friend, Ginger Lynn. There was just frost outside this morning, and I went to get her grass when I was out on my walk. And like picking the grass with the frost on it, my hands were frozen. It was -4 out this morning when I went for a walk. It was like 7:30 in the morning or something. Yeah, so I picked as much grass as I could, but my hands were frozen. I don't have any grass for dinner tonight, and we're getting to that time of the year. And the grass that I was growing, I had to dump out, and I got soil to start some new grass because it was kind of like, I don't know if it was mold or what, but it just didn't look right. Like the soil was starting to kind of get white. And I was like, not going to feed her that. So I have to reposition my phone. I'll be right back. I decided to make some tea. I'm just going to use this Tetley tea, turmeric echinacea. I'm going to put some of this organic honey in it. I kind of wanted a coffee, but I had coffee this morning and I shouldn't drink any more coffee. And I got to get back into drinking tea. I know I say that all the time. My little teapot, my matching mug. There we go. Oh, sorry. I spend every Friday with my granddaughter. It's amazing. And I used to spend every Wednesday with my grandson, but he's in school now, so I get him every second weekend for a sleepover. That is tomorrow evening. I get him my lips have been really chapped. Probably because of the cold weather. And even when I was a little kid, I used to lick my lips when it was cold outside, and they'd always be like, oh, really chapped. So there's almost 2 of these size cups of water in there. I just measured. I don't know if I'll need to take the tea bag out. So let's see. It's pretty tea already. I can't even taste that yet. It's going to be way too hot. Maybe I'll just take the tea bag out. It's probably strong enough. I have my new day planner here on the table I was talking about. Where's that tea bag? Oh, get out of here. Huh, maybe I'll just leave it in the lid. I don't really need the lid to keep my tea hot because my tea's too hot already. So yeah, my day planner's been working out really well. Originally I thought I would be able to kind of show you what I'm doing in it and stuff, but it's basically got my entire life story in there in detail. And I probably shouldn't really show you everything. But I suppose I can give you the gist on a blank page that's not completely filled in yet. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So like, okay, so this is for Monday, October 13th. So I'm only filling out like 5 days in advance maybe or something. And then any like appointments that are non-negotiable, I'll just write in pen. But everything else I'm putting on these sticky notes that says stretch, walk, laundry. 10:15, 0 screens. 10:45, lights out. And if something happens in the morning, I can move these to later in the day or to the next day. And then after these events have taken place, I set them on a separate sheet. And then I actually write in what I actually did. So it's kind of routine, but it's very flexible. And that's what I need. So that's what's going on with that. And so far, so good. And I've been doing little bits of decorating here and there. Artsy fartsy stuff in it, kind of. But yeah, like I said, I kind of was originally thinking I would be showing a lot of my planner, but I don't think I will be showing it in detail because it has like, it's just completely written in everything I did all day, and there's a lot of personal information there. So yeah, so my walk this morning, it was really cold out. That wasn't that terrible though. It was a pretty nice walk. I keep yawning, sorry. Yeah, I got some ginger some grass, and then my hands were frozen. I was kind of warming them up, And then I had music playing on my phone in my pocket. Then all of a sudden I see this bird fly right in front of me and land on a tree. And I was like, oh. And I was like, is that bird red? Sure enough, it was a cardinal. A beautiful red cardinal. And, it's pretty common perspective that cardinals are somebody, a deceased loved one coming to say hello. And of course, I thought it was my mom. And I just stood there and I was like in awe at this beautiful bird. Good morning, beautiful. After a minute, I ended up pulling out my phone, turning the music off, turning the camera on. I did get a little bit of footage of it before it kind of flew over to another set of trees. And then I followed it. And then it was further back in a tree, but I just stood there and kind of soaked it in, and I thought of my mom, Is that my mom? Is that my nanny? That's what I called her, nanny. I called her nanny ever since the first grandkid was born, I think, because they called her nanny, and I just called her nanny from then on, even though she was my mom.
Morning.
Good morning. It hit me in the feels. So it did. Then I turned my music back on and I finished walking. Then I got halfway back the trail and I was like, why do I have my music on?
Have a beautiful day, little cardinal.
Maybe that bird was trying to tell me, because it flew right in front of me,
Thanks for coming to say hi.
Why do you always gotta be so distracted all the time? So I turned my music off and I did the rest of my walk without some music. And then I passed another one of those trails that mysteriously goes into the woods. Whoa. Whoa, I'm stuck on a stick. Oh. Beer can. It goes to a field, a clearing. Huh. Lots of broken buckets. Huh. This would be a good place to grow your pot plants if it was still illegal. Huh. Weird. Now you just grow them in your yard. Whoa, I'm getting stuck on everything. My skirt is stuck on my shoe, for God's sakes. Well, I won't have to wonder what's in there anymore. Yeah, so that was interesting. I won't need to go in that trail again, but it was just nice to know sort of where it went, and it's not a mystery anymore in my head. Yeah. Yeah, but it was a nice walk. I also have some logs I'm keeping. There's many dividers in here. And oh, I can show you, you've probably seen already, if you've seen my post, but maybe you didn't. I made a divider for October. It's got a picture of me on that walk on that trail from my video. And then this is sort of just the fall scenery and my shadow. I don't know if you can really tell, but that's me right there, my shadow. And some pumpkins and then some skulls for Halloween coming up and all different stuff. The word October. Yeah. This is the front. It's a zip up, right? So in here, I literally have like a hole punch, a stapler, staples, my corner rounder, scissors, a glue stick, staples, an eraser, a little pencil sharpener. This is like double-sided tape, and this is whiteout. That's a lot of stuff. And like the whole thing just zippers up perfectly fine. And then I got my thick black Sharpie, my thin black Sharpie, my ruler, a couple pencils, and then this is like a white paint pen. I've been trying to kind of find like, I got a couple stickers here. Probably late for something. And being a functional adult every day seems a little excessive. Got some notes, some food notes. Yeah, so I got dividers. I'm keeping some logs in this section. Last night's sleep, and it's like all the statistics from my watch and my CPAP. A food log. What I eat's in black and my symptoms are in red. A walking log. All the statistics from my watch. My CPAP cleaning. I'll write down every time I've cleaned everything or just cleaned the mask, so I can keep track of that and make sure I stay. Those are the types of things that I get behind on, why I need this schedule, because I just, can't do it. Ginger's Cage. I'm going to keep that, a log of that. And was there something else? I thought there was something specific I wanted to tell you about a log. I don't know. Yeah. And then there's a little, in the back, there's a zipper here that I keep like my colored pens. I always use these pens. I have like a million of them. I'm sure I've talked about them before. They're Papermate Ink Joys. Is that what they're called? Ink Joy, yeah. Papermate. Ballpoint. Beautiful colors. And then these are the sticky notes that I've been using. I've got those all there. Like, that I can move around on the daily pages. There's 4 different sizes of them. And then when I'm not using them, I've been just sticking them on this page. Like when I finish with them. And then when I go to fill out the next 4 or 5 days, I can reuse these. So I'm not like, and I have some pink sticky notes there too to use. And then some stickers that I've been using to decorate the pages. If the page is done and there's some blank space on it and stuff, I've just been putting some decorations on there. Yeah. This tea's pretty good. I love that candle and I love that. Like, I know it's a pretty big candle. Not a candle holder, but whatever that is, the big thing with the door on it. But like, why not have a grand candle? Why not? So it's 5:50 at night. I have to do Ginger's Cage tonight, a half clean. Every 4 days. 4 days I half clean it, and then 4 days later I completely change everything. So tonight's a half change. And you know, it says put away the laundry and do the dishes. I can't see myself doing the dishes. That note keeps getting moved to the next page. I've done some rounds of dishes, but I haven't gotten them all completed yet. I'm so behind, and I just cooked another meal yesterday, so. But with this new schedule, the plan is that as the days and the weeks go by, my list is going to be shorter and shorter, and it'll be just regular maintenance upkeep rather than being swamped because, like, you guys know me. Look at my friggin' kitchen table again. Those bins are just full of random stuff. The whole table's full of random stuff. So, like, I just want a nice clean table with a little candle going on it, and yeah. And I have to replant grass for Ginger to try to grow grass because, like, with that frost, I can't even pick the grass, and it's just going to be all not edible anymore. I feel so bad for her. She just wants grass. It's natural. It has real vitamins in it. I'm sure the stuff that is just growing in warehouses, greenhouse warehouses, and has been genetically modified to look better, be bigger. It just is not, I can't imagine it is as nutritionally dense as what food once was. And I'm sure she knows that. So All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. It's gonna take me a while to piece this video together, but I'm just gonna, I think, just sit here and chill and edit this video and upload it. That'll probably take me a couple hours. I'll change her cage and I'll probably start my bedtime routine and just be in for the night. Peace, guys.